Welcome to my Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 world. This world actually started in late Minecraft Alpha and then kind of started to transition into Minecraft Beta, and it was played with one of my friends, and it was just kind of our server that we used to play on. It's not a massive world, but I've kind of had a bit of a resurgence in the old versions of Minecraft recently, specifically Beta 1.7.3. And instead of starting a brand new world and kind of starting from the basics, I felt like I wanted just to come back to this little world and kind of build on it. Now I do play the modern version of Minecraft quite a lot. In fact, my main YouTube channel has, I think, probably about 317 episodes of a Let's Play that started in Minecraft Alpha and is obviously all the way up to current versions of Minecraft. And it's essentially, I mean, there was a point where the world had to be changed when Beta 1.8 came out because it broke terrain generation, old worlds. But I've since merged my two worlds together, so the pre-Minecraft Beta 1.8 and post 1.8, I've merged those two worlds together now, so everything is in one world. But yeah, Modern Minecraft 317 episodes, something like that. But I always seem to find myself coming back to these versions of Minecraft. It's a simpler time, and I know that part of it is nostalgia. So during this time, I had a part-time job, didn't really have to spend all my time working, so I just spent most of my time in Minecraft. So part of it is nostalgia, and how you enjoy how things used to be, not just in the game that you're playing, but the kind of your life around it as well. But I still feel like outside of the nostalgia feeling, beta versions of Minecraft are a lot simpler, and just a little bit more enjoyable and relaxing to me. So if you want to go and check out my Let's Play with all of my modern Minecraft videos, I'll leave a link to my main channel in the description. But for this one, I just wanted to kind of walk through my and my friends, I guess, old base or old world that we had. And again, it's not massive, but it's pretty enjoyable just to go back through it. Now, I am not a builder. I do not do fancy looking builds. Anyone who's been on my other channel would know I'm not very good at building, but I try. And I try to keep things a little bit cozy. So if we just go into this base and shut that door. Yeah, this is nothing too fancy. You've got a little bit of a storage room here. Again, with the old chests, nothing really in any of these. Just some basic materials. The furnace area, and then if we go up here, we've got two doors that go into little bedrooms. I don't think I can sleep yet, no. Nothing fancy in there. And then down here was one of the farms that I tried to do. So I've got a little bit of a tree farm, which doesn't really work that well. Some wheat, just the chests where the bread and stuff go. And there's a cactus farm down there. Obviously, food back then wasn't really that important because, well, I mean, you didn't really need it other than just restoring your health very quickly. You can't stack them, so you can't have an inventory full of them. Or you can't have like a whole stack of bread, just filling up one slot. So you generally you'd only have like 2 or 3 pieces of food with you. But yeah, back then it was just you eat to heal, and that's pretty much it. So big wheat farms weren't that really important to me back then. Didn't really matter too much. But I think I could sleep now. Okay, there we go, and the rain stopped as well, which is good. So if we just walk over here, I had the infinite water kind of trick there, and then I had a little bit of a quarry. I was obsessed with doing these, and you can see I've got the water ladders there, which, because we started this world in alpha, that actually worked back then, but in later versions when we was playing it stopped working. But I was obsessed with building quarries. I know that mine shafts are the optimum way of mining, both in modern Minecraft and old Minecraft, but for some reason I just really enjoyed digging straight down and having a massive hole, a massive pit. So if we just drop down, you can see nothing really fancy here. But one of the things that I did, and I tended to do this in every base that I had back then, was have a mob farm. generally the versions of them that I did were pretty much the same, and I can't remember what version this is, because it has been a while. But um, essentially, everything will drop down here. You'd get primarily arrows, feathers, bone, and gunpowder from these, but and obviously they added squids at a later date, which just is a little bit a little bit annoying. But this farm does work. It's just not as quick as it used to be, and I think partially that's because we didn't really kind of cave around this area, and therefore mobs are still spawning elsewhere. But you can still see it does work. I've got, I mean, a couple of arrows just popped up there, so it's still a pretty decent mob farm. But yeah, I tended to do a mob farm in pretty much every single base that I had back then. And here's the water ladder, which again doesn't work. This is just kind of like the start of strip mining that I never got around to doing. Can't remember what this platform was for. Oh, okay, so I even added a note there. So this was just this is just the entrance to the farm itself. Let's see what type of farm it is. I think it's, so it's one of the ones that go really far back, and they all just kind of, you can't really see it here, but they all spawn and then they all get dragged along a little canal type of thing here. So yeah, I did do a couple of those, but I think, I found that they weren't the best. They weren't the best type of farms to have. So just going up the stairs, I have a little bit of a kennel for my dogs. We used to obsessively collect dogs, me and my friend that used to play this, so got quite a lot of them here. And if we just go down, this is essentially the entrance to that base. And again, it's nothing fancy. The main spawn was right over there, but that's the entrance to the base. And then we have a little, I guess you can call it a pet graveyard. But we've got Cedric the Creeper, because we trapped him, but he died pretty quickly. Steve the Pig, Travis the Wolf, and Dog the Wolf. So these are the pets that we had that died. I think there is a dog. Yeah, there's a dog right there as well. And then just up here is a little bit of a train station that we built. So we've got two, I've got doors here, but I never use them. We've got two minecart rails. One of them goes to my friend's base, which is right over there, which we won't go to. But yeah, it's over there, and it's essentially a hole in the ground with a little bit of a building at the top. But we won't go and have a look at that one. We're going to have a look at my one, which is not too far. My base is in this world. We're never really far away, or well, my bases back then were never really far away, should I say. In my main Let's Play world, the first kind of like, I don't know, 7 bases that I had were relatively close together, almost walking distance. And this one is exactly the same. This tree right here, the one that's got the torch on, I don't know if you can see that, but we spent hours underground here because there's a gigantic cave right under this. We were trying to light it up. But we spent hours there, and it was horrendous. The amount of times we died, well, it was quite a lot. And then this is my base. You can see there's torches everywhere, and I'll show you why in a second. But my base just has this entrance going into it. I also have a little boat entrance, which I never use, but it just looked cool. A little bit of a glass dome, nothing really up here. But then if we drop down, this was my base. Very, very basic, very plain. And I, again, had a thing of just digging. So I have all these chests here. Some of them have got some stuff in, but, it's not massive. And then this is the other mob farm that I've got. And I'll give it a second to start loading. But this is the best one that I build. The best design of them that I build. And I think I've got a tutorial for this on my main channel somewhere, but I don't know if it still works in the main version of Minecraft. I'll have to check. And then this is just an entrance to the nether, which has nothing in there, but yeah, this is not really fancy. It's just got some pistons. I wasn't very good at doing anything, so if you look, they're all mismatched, and they've got some I can't remember what they're called now, redstone extenders or whatever they're called. And they're all a little bit delayed, but it does what it's supposed to do. Now this, I've got this cactus here to block it because otherwise it'll get laggy, but you'll see already there is a constant flow of stuff. And this just continues and it never stops. I have spent a lot of time, or I did spend a lot of time in the area, cleaning everything out, cleaning all the caves out, putting redstone, torches everywhere that I could, even on the surface. So at night time, this is still kind of working. And yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot that comes out of this. So if I just removed that and stood there for like an hour, I'd have easily an inventory full of stuff. See, I've got all these feathers and stuff, all of these arrows, gunpowder, bones. That's just not really from standing here for too long. So this is the kind of main mob farm in this world, but it's really good. Gets me a lot of stuff. Mainly it's like arrows and gunpowder that you need, but yeah, it's pretty useful. And they are really enjoyable to build as well. So if we just go up here, you'll see that they're all just dropping around, and every single floor is almost like this. There's a platform in the middle, and then there's these water streams at the end that they all just kind of drop down into these corners, and then they come and get burnt here, and their items will just drop underneath. Things have changed, even in kind of this version of Minecraft, which is beta 1.7.3, but when I was playing this world, this worked a little bit better. I'd get a lot more, but I think even now this is still, you can see that this is still pretty good. Then everything just goes down into a hole right there. So the only other thing in here is a little bit of a farm that I added at a later date, which is here. It's nothing special because I didn't really need anything special, but just got a little bit of wheat growing here, which doesn't really, give me too much, but like I said, I didn't really need that much back then. So I guess my plan on this world then is just to move somewhere else. Probably not too far away from all of this, just because I don't really want to move too far away from all of this. Move somewhere else and just see if I can start a little bit of a base. I want to try an above ground base, build like my own little village. See what happens with that, whilst keeping all the big underground mob farms, because I do love building mob farms in Minecraft. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to put that on this channel, or if I'm going to even record myself doing it. I might just keep that to myself and just use it as a pastime almost. But yeah, if you want to see me continue to play this world, then let me know. If you want to watch the modern Minecraft stuff, just click the link in the description and it will take you to my my main channel, which has all of my main Minecraft videos on. And who knows, I might put some of this type of stuff like beta Minecraft on that channel as well. I just kind of want to keep it separate, just because I want to keep my main channel focused on the main kind of videos, and then I guess I can use this one as the beta Minecraft channel. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now. Thank you for watching, and I might see you soon. Goodbye.